Five Nights at Freddy's Secret the Mimic is the most straightforward game in the series, as it tells you almost everything you need to know about the Mimic and Murray's costume manor, but there's still some mysteries located deep in the manor, like who is Sleepy Moon and who is Tiger Rock. Now you can easily say that these two characters are just the Mimic, as he possesses everything in this game, but there are some visual and audio differences between these two characters and the Mimic. When the Mimic possesses a character, you hear these very loud mechanical sounds, and if the character has voice lines, he tries to mimic the voice lines. But Sleepy Moon and Tiger Rock are completely different. For Sleepy Moon, he doesn't have the mechanical sounds that the Mimic has when he's possessing a character, and the lullaby that Sleepy Moon is singing is not distorted, so that means that Mimic isn't controlling this character. And for Tiger Rock, he doesn't move. Instead, he teleports around the basement and throughout the manor. And Tiger Rock doesn't speak. Instead, he sounds like a child laughing. And he also makes you hallucinate just like Golden Freddy, which is characteristics that the Mimic does not possess. So who are these two characters? Well, let's talk about Sleepy Moon first. Sleepy Moon is an important part on getting the good ending to the game, as he is the main antagonist of the Moon.exe minigame that helps you get the good ending. And in order to complete the Moon.exe minigame, you have to face him face to face.
There's something with chains on over here. We need to see what this is, right? Oh my god! Oh my god!
And the mail you collect throughout the area suggests that it is not the Mimic, but rather an employee stuck down there and possessing the costume.
Sean, I found out why they closed it down. There's something below us. I've trapped it behind the carousel for now, but I don't know how long that can hold it. I've programmed the monitors to give you the code. I gotta go. I'll mail you later. Hey, is anybody up there? I'm stuck down here. The elevator isn't working and I'm getting really hungry. Is anyone getting this message?
Now, it's very easy to say that this character is just a random employee possessing the costume. However, what if Sleepy Moon is possessed by Edwin? I saw this theory from Emerilla in the Game Theorist subreddit, which I will link in the description down below, but they state most theories about Sleepy Moon suggest that it's either possessed by the employee that got trapped down there, or, which is much more horrifying, there's an alive employee in Sleepy Moon who's starving, going insane, and resorting to cannibalism. People ruled out the Mimic quickly, since the mechanical noises Sleepy Moon makes do not match the sounds the Mimic makes, and the voice lines differ as well. While I like that idea, I'm not really convinced. I suggest that the person who possesses / lives inside of Sleepy Moon is no other than Edwin. The recordings in Edwin's office tell us the Mimic has caused an explosion, which left Edwin injured and vulnerable. Whether he dies or not is purposely left unclear. We know the Mimic likes to stuff people into animatronic suits, as is shown with various suits across the factory, so it isn't far-fetched to consider that the Mimic, M2 specifically, stuffed Edwin into the Sleepy Moon suit. In fact, this is the default reaction to dead and alive people according to the mail. I believe M2 is trapped down there at the Sleepy Moon area, supported by the mail about the broken elevator before it escaped and got its revenge. The connection between Edwin and Sleepy Moon is further supported by the Moon.exe game. The baby owl represents David, the sun is Fiona, the protagonist is M2, and the moon is Edwin. This would also explain why there is zero information on what actually happened to Edwin. If he just died, people would have found his body and there would be no mystery. Since M2 has been mimicking David prior to getting destroyed, it would be more fond of the moon as well, which was initially meant as some sort of protector for David. I think this is an excellent theory about Sleepy Moon, so I wanted to show it off here as I do believe this theory. So now let's talk about Tiger Rock. Tiger Rock is a character you experience throughout the game, but his main area is the basement, as he serves as the boss fight in this area. But unlike other boss fights in the game, he doesn't move, he doesn't speak, instead he teleports and makes you hallucinate. These characteristics is similar to Golden Freddy, which suggests that Tiger Rock is the Golden Freddy of the Mimic era of games. But who is Tiger Rock? Obviously, it's not the Mimic, and it's obviously someone possessing the suit. I feel like the most obvious answer is that David is possessing Tiger Rock. We know that Tiger Rock is David's favorite character, so it makes sense if Tiger Rock was actually David. If we go back to the theory by Emerilla in the Game Theorist subreddit, since Fiona actually turned into the sun as M1 and David the baby owl possesses this blue-green tiger, forgot the name, I'm sorry, it would only follow the pattern that Edwin is actually possessing / living on in Sleepy Moon. The voice actor character of Edwin coincidentally also voices Sleepy Moon, which would make a lot of sense if they were the same person. Now both of these are just theories and there's no confirmation on who these characters are. We probably won't see Sleepy Moon again in another game, but you'll definitely see Tiger Rock return. As with Tales of the Pizzaplex, Secret of the Mimic, and Help Wanted to suggest that Tiger Rock is a bigger character than we realize. But those are all just theories. I don't know if they're true or not. So yeah, that's it. Bye.